Hi, Dr. Tyler Dickinson here with St. John's Chiropractic Clinic. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about something called self-myofascial release, okay? Which essentially means self-massage that is a really important tool that you can use to keep your tissues from getting too tight and prevent kind of muscular imbalances. And keep your musculoskeletal system healthy. The first tool we're gonna go over and how to use is a foam roller, okay? $20–$30, and it's a very valuable tool that anyone who's looking to invest in the musculoskeletal health will be, this is money well spent, okay? So, the first thing we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna demonstrate going through different areas of our body and how to use the foam roller. First, we'll start with the IT band, which is kind of on the outside of our leg. And the first thing we do with any tissue is we're gonna get on the foam roller, okay? We're gonna scan the tissue. Okay, we're going to kind of run up and down the tissue, kind of taking note of where there's tenderness, and when we find a tender spot, okay, now we're going to sit on that tender spot. We can sit here just for a second, then we can kind of oscillate on that tender spot, and then we're going to apply kind of the same principles as pin and stretch, which is a very effective myofascial release technique where we press on the tissues and move our muscles through a range of motion. That helps break up myofascial adhesions. So we're going to pin it down and we're going to move through the range of motion there. And that helps those different fascial tissues kind of slide against each other. Once you do that for several reps, you kind of go back to scanning, find another spot, and do it again. Okay? So you can go up and down your IT band, and then you can also hit this more in your glute med and TFL, just kind of the muscles that kind of contribute to attaching to the IT band, create some tension on the IT band. Okay, so that's just on the upper hip area. Then you can kind of go back and hit the glutes and the hip rotator muscles that are very commonly tight on people. So you just put one cheek on the foam roller, put the other leg up on your knee, and then you kind of just scour that area. Kind of find tissues, find a tight one, tight spot, oscillate, and then pin it down, fan your knee in and out. That's going to kind of run it through its range of motion a little bit. And then return to punting. Okay. Next we'll do the quads. So you can do both quads or one at a time. Just kind of lay down here. And then up and down. Okay, find a tight spot. Sit on it. You can oscillate. Then run it through its range of motion. And what you'll find is, after you spend some time on these tight spots, they'll kind of stop being so intensely tight. So that's a good indicator that you can move on to the next area. Okay. Next, we have hamstring you can do. Up and down here. As well as the calf. Really hunt for those spots. Run it through its range of motion. Great. One area that you want to be really careful, and I don't really recommend you foam rolling, is kind of the low back, because the low back is a lordosis, right? So if you were to roll out your low back, you can oftentimes overextend at the lumbar spine, and that creates kind of irritation on the facet joints that can, cause back pain. So I don't recommend that. The thoracic spine, though, kind of your rib cage and up, that is an area where you can definitely use the foam roller to release those tissues. So here, I just like to put it at the bottom of my rib cage. You can kind of stretch your muscles out here, and then roll up and down So a foam roller is a pretty, broad surface of contact with our tissues. If you're looking for something more aggressive, you can go to like a ball. The bigger the ball, the less intense. So something like this is called a hypersphere. This is a really good tool because it vibrates, but it costs about $150. But also, step up would be something hard that's smaller, like a lacrosse ball. Step down from that would be a tennis ball, and then more intensely, you could get like a golf ball, which is will have less surface area contact and be more intense. So with something like this vibrates, so you can start it up, and you kind of do the same kind of stuff. Up and down your leg. Okay. One. Loop. Hamstring. The hamstring's an area where definitely could use a little bit more of an aggressive, ball. I think the less surface area seems to be good for my hamstring. Okay. Down to the calf. And then another really great area to hit is your plantar fascia, because you have, fascia that runs from the balls of your feet all the way up to your hamstrings, all the way up into your occiput. So that fascial plane is continuous. So it is really beneficial to kind of hit. You may have areas of pain in your low back, and it's good to kind of hit the entire fascial line. So I like to use something like a ball to kind of work out your plantar fascia too. And what you'll notice if you're stretching your hamstrings and you're really tight, and then for a lot of people, if you were to work out your plantar fascia and then retest and stretch again your hamstrings, you'd notice quite a significant improvement. It's because it's all connected. Okay, and that feels great. So, soft myofascial release is a excellent tool to keep your musculoskeletal system healthy, and I encourage you to do it on a regular basis. I like to do it before and after my workouts, and good luck with that.